Even though the technology behind a Voicebot is advanced and complex, setting up your Voicebot definitely isn't. We created a user-friendly interface that makes it easy for you to set up your Voicebot, even if you're not the least bit tech-savvy. And let me show you just how. The first thing we'll do is set up our welcoming message by clicking on Intent and the plus sign. And I'll explain all of this later, but right now I'll just write welcome here and go to the chat response. I then write my welcoming message where I want a quite formal tone. And whenever I start a new sentence, I just start a new text line. I then go to setting, phone and SMS, and then the number I connected to my Voicebot, and then I'll add the welcome intent here. I can also set up a different welcome message outside of opening hours if I want to. Now that I made my welcoming message, I move on to creating my first conversation flow, which I do under the Intent tab. Here I can add all the questions my customers typically ask me and how I want the Voicebot to respond. Let's try a typical scenario where I own a subscription business with an online membership universe, and I get hundreds of calls every single day with customers who can't log into the website or have forgotten their passwords. So of course, I want the Voicebot to handle those calls. So I press the plus sign to create a new intent and name it Problems Logging In. Under the tab Training Questions, I can add different ways my customer can tell me that they're having problems logging into the website. But remember that the Voicebot is built on machine learning, so you don't have to hit the exact phrasing the customer is going to use. I could also add password as a keyword so that no matter how the sentence is phrased, if the customer uses the word password, it automatically goes to this intent and answer. Now I just have to define the answer under chat response. In this specific instance, I know that I want the customer to go and reset their password. And this is where the Voicebot is great at creating a seamless customer experience, because I can, through an integration to InDialog.ai's SMS bot, send the customer a link and they can change the password through that right away. I'll click on the Action tab where I can choose between several different integrations. And if you're a large enterprise that use your own complex systems, we could also integrate those systems with the Voicebot, no matter how advanced they are. And then we would make it easy for you to use that integration under the Action tab with no code needed on your end. In this instance, I'll choose Send SMS and write the text that I want the customer to receive, including the URL. I then change the receiver to the user's phone number, so the text is sent to the number being used to call in. And this is basically how simple it is for you to set up your Voicebot. You create several intents with the most common questions and answers, and then create the conversation flows. And let's try to add a different type of intent, because another unavoidable inquiry question when you own a subscription business is that your customer wants to end that membership. So I'll add a new intent with different phrasings of the inquiry, but this time I want to reroute the call to a person on my sales team in an effort to retain the customer. First, I'll add a polite answer from my Voicebot, and then I'll go into the Action tab and have the call automatically redirected to my sales team. Now let's try to test the Voicebot I just created in under 10 minutes. I'll just call the regular test number.
Hello and welcome. I'm your digital assistant. How may I help you today?
I don't remember my password.
If you're having trouble logging onto the website, you can try to reset your password. I have sent you a text message with a link where you can easily do so. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Yes, I want to end my subscription.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure my colleague will be able to assist you. Hold on a moment while I redirect your call.
And I will redirect me to the number I put in. And that's how simple it is to create a Voicebot. It took me less than 10 minutes. It's pretty simple. Of course, you would have to add more questions to it, but definitely something everyone can do. It's a no-code system with a user-friendly interface that even makes advanced integrations with other systems easy to use. Reach out to our experts to hear more about how you can use the Voicebot to create a smarter future for your business.